Hello. So we are back Tuesday, and did you hear the big news? Yeah, I seen yesterday the Apple event, and they finally come back with the MacBooks. They launch a new line of MacBooks. They come back to the HDMI port, to the SD card reader, yeah, and the MagSafe charger. Hmm? It's like they realized actually the people need the HDMI port, the SD card reader, and the MagSafe charger. Like they don't want dongles. No, really, Sherlock. The- So you need like 6, 7 years from the last MacBook with HDMI port and SD card reader and MagSafe. So you need like I think like 7 years was the last MacBook having this. You need 7 years to realize actually the people they don't want dongles. It's insane. Like okay, but anyway, better to admit it later. They make a confusion between everyone is making a confusion between technology and actually what you use it useful, like ditching all these ports, and you force me to have dongles with me. Like it's not making sense. Like my iPhone I can't use the headphones. Yeah, so it's no way I can use headphones on my iPhone. I can't because I don't have dongle on my pocket, just to take my headphones and plug the dongle, the little adapter to the headphones. No, so I'm not using it. I'm not happy. Okay, let's see about this. I did watch the entire Apple event, and probably like many others, it's very rude. So look, in a live stream, to disable the comments is very rude. It's like you don't care about the people's opinion. Actually, you like a producer, like a manufacturer, like Apple, it's a good way to take feedback, like during a live stream from the chat. You see what the chat is saying. They are happy, they are not happy, but no, they disable the comments, and that's rude. That's like you don't care their opinions. It's kind of rude. Okay, so let's see. This is an old Acer Aspire. This was nice laptop, like 8 years ago. This was like a top one. Acer Aspire 7740 series. Okay, and we have access on the laptop right here. What this laptop is doing, like nothing. Pressing the power button, nothing happened. And if you are, I told you every time, come with the power supply, read the current. Current is speaking with you. Power supply is speaking with you. Yeah. So coming with the power supply, I will use the ground here, and on the middle pin, and check that I have like 5 volts and 2 amps. 5 volt. You can see 5 volt. That 5 volts is very dangerous. Yeah. So right now, playing with the power supply is a dangerous thing, just because the voltage is kind of high. So it's a short with a very high resistance, and that high resistance can be a shorted MOSFET. Most likely, we don't have a shorted capacitor here. So a shorted MOSFET, if it's the processor MOSFET, okay, that's fine because the processor is taking a lot of amps. The voltage actually is not going very high on the processor. But if it's a RAM memory, that's bad. If let's say the MOSFET on the high side from the power supply of the RAM memory, yeah, they can kill the RAM. So let's hope. Let's have a look on the back. Maybe we can figure it out the fault from here without opening the laptop. Why do you think Apple switched to MagSafe? Why they don't use the USB-C like everyone else? Remember 3 years ago when the USB-C came out, and I told you this is a rubbish. Yeah. So we are living the era with this kind of charging port like this, and this got faulty. Yeah. And we are going where? We are going on a small port like this, which you have the high speed data with the voltage there and many other things, and you expect this to be good compared with this one? No way. what can I say? What the engineer designed on the paper compared with the reality is a different story. Yeah. So actually, people are broking these kind of charging ports. Yeah, just to understand. And you expect for something like that to not get broken? And the last week we had like two MacBooks. The MacBooks, the 12-inch, with a charging port with a USB-C, and we have to replace them. And some USB-C charging ports are two versions on that MacBooks. One is cheap, but the other one is expensive. I think we pay like £60 from eBay, obviously. Only on the part, £60. So yeah, probably they realize USB-C is not that. Let's be honest, yeah. I didn't see there a charging system better than Apple, like the MagSafe. You know, with magnet, you can play, throw it away. You know, just it's still working. We still have like laptops from like more than 10 years with MagSafe, and they are fine. It's like, let's be honest. Let's give them what they deserve. You know, MagSafe charger probably was the best charger ever built there. Charger and magnets. So actually nothing is getting plugged in. Then I watch the event, Apple event, and they launch a service. And I was like, you're serious? So they launch a service for £5 per month. You can actually search by voice songs or playlist. Which are you serious? I mean, okay, maybe I'm too old. Yeah, let's open. Many screws are spinning around by itself. A lot of spider webs inside. We can't really see too many things here. But we can see this is the old laptop. I think we have to open the laptop. Let me check, because I can see here a capacitor. 1 second. Okay, so if I come with multimeter, yeah, I can see here like I can see here like a capacitor, but it's looking weird. Yeah, let's have a look together. I mean, do you think that can be? So I can see a power supply. Yeah, that's the catch. You're looking for the power supply. You can see there are two MOSFETs, but look at that cap. It's just looking weird. It's like there are two capacitors, but one is like kind of white. I mean, this is the color of a normal capacitor, and those capacitor just looks weird. You think we are that lucky? And you can see the MOSFETs there. Yeah, check the MOSFET. You have two MOSFETs there. You think we are that lucky so we can find the fault here? Let's see, a bit of petrol. Let's go with the power supply, low voltage. Let's go with low voltage because we don't know what is there. So what's here? Here is short. Yeah. And here is ground, yeah? So this plus, that's ground. No, those capacitors, look at the voltage, it's 2.7 volts, which is very high. So no. Okay, let's open the laptop. Let's open the laptop. Oh, the battery was still plugged in. Okay. So you have a problem like a manufacturer if you think ditching out the headphones jack it's a step forward. No, really. Like uh, it's like okay, we have to make our phone slimmer, and the charging port is staying on our way. Not the charging port, the headphones connector. It's like, you know, what's the point going forward if you have to ditch the headphones connector? You know, that's a it's you understand what I mean? It's that's a thing where you buy the phone, you know, instead of buying an MP3 player. You know, I can play songs from my phones. Now the news. Oh, sorry. Uh, someone asked me yesterday about what movie I was speaking. Let me search. Remember we spoke about that movie, Squid Game? Squid Game. Yeah, that's the one. So if you want to watch, it's a top one on Netflix. Maybe you like it, maybe not. Yeah, that's the one. The Squid Game. You can have a look, but you have to be strong. You know, it's. I told you, it's playing with your feelings a lot, and you'll start crying, and you know. The helium thing, yeah, the helium thing. Let's have a look together. We haven't spoke about my helium project. It's going great. 45 pounds, still around there, still around 45 pounds. But it's going up and down till now. So we start the project in like 28 September. We make $600. Okay. So when will be amount, yeah. So on 28 this month, I will do a video. I will transfer the money, whatever money will be, and I'll do a video about everything, about the setup, about the everything about this hotspot thingy. Yeah, I'll show you what antenna I'm using, but overall everything looks great. Okay, good, good. Let's see about this one because that's why we are here. I did replace and test. I think I have 5 antennas at home and test with different antenna. And the one I have now it just gave me like proper good results because you have the opportunity to see the signal level on your signal level on the other hotspots. Yeah, and also you have an application you can use a discovery thing. So actually your hotspot it will send a beacon and you can see the signal of every hotspot they heard you. Yeah, very nice, very buggy application, but sometimes it's working, and you can have an idea about how good is your antenna and also if the orientation of the antenna is good, or you can adjust the antenna based on this. But I said, you know what, let's wait till the month will end, then I will film, I will do a video how I transfer the money, I will sell the helium, and then I will exchange the helium with pound, and then I will transfer them to my bank account. And when I will see that my money on my bank account, we can do a video. Hmm? Wi-Fi card. Another news I seen yesterday was the news from Microsoft. It was an article. Microsoft considering letting user to fix their own Xbox, which is fantastic. They said they will take this decision based on how many rubbish end up, every year, like unrepaired, like broken things. But they say they will consider let the user repair their own consoles, which is great again. I think that's the way to go. Okay, they said based on the right of the repair. Yeah, that's what they said. So hopefully, many other manufacturers will follow Microsoft on this step forward, and they will let the user to repair their things. And I really don't like companies like Apple. They hide their self in the back of the security just to don't allow people fix their things. Because that's what they said. Yeah, we solder the drive on the board, so we link, so you cannot. It's a security thing. So your data is no. That's crazy. That's not true. I understand it's a better encryption, but even before was fine. With a normal encrypted hard drive, was nothing wrong with that thing. Okay, this is a pretty weird design, so we have to take out the screen in order to go inside of the laptop. I'm awake like every morning. Like this morning, I wake up like 3 o'clock, and I'm reading the news from everywhere. I'm seeing what happened in the world, and I see the news in the morning. So the Pentagon finally released the radar data about the UFOs. You see, was a lot of videos on the last period of time with UFOs, but obviously without radar data, that cannot be confirmed. And they confirm, okay, the footage is real, the radar data is real. So yeah. So now it's no conspiracy anymore. They admit it. We are not alone. I mean, you'll believe on the universe scale we are like alone? Of course not. Like, just think from our galaxy point of view, we humans, we are like a small, box on a galaxy scale. Not speaking about the universe scale. Of course we are not alone. Of course we are not the most advanced species there. I seen a few days ago. They still try to find a way if to test if we are living in a simulation. It's like they couldn't prove it yet if we are living in a computer simulation or not. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff, you know. Even regarding with the UFOs, yeah, and one video with the radar data, some UFOs just disappear. Like they are not going anywhere; just they disappear. That's make many people believe actually the 3D, the world we are living in, it's not only like 3D. Yeah? There actually can be more dimension there. Pretty nice stuff, interesting stuff. But it's very sad when we are thinking we are living like in 2020, 2021, sorry. But we still have borders, we still have, you know, we still have a lot of bad things. Last week, a deputy, I think, was killed here in London, was stabbed. Or prime minister, or not sure. Something from the Conservative Party was stabbed. And it's taken like a terrorist attack. It, you know, can make you only sad. Can make you only sad. Actually, these things can still happen. Not even speaking about actually on different countries. It's like from the same planet, yeah, from the same Earth planet, different countries. They have like kids, like they are hungry. They just want to have food and water. And we are not doing nothing for them because they are from different country or from a different continent, which is insane. You know, they are people. I don't know. Maybe I'm too old. Okay, this is rubbish. Always I take this and I throw it away. No one is using anymore dial-up connection, and I found few times this board shorted, so actually it's taking power even if the laptop is off. Pretty dusty inside. We have the startup chip with some Novoton, BIOS battery, BIOS chip, power button on the board. You see, that's a nice thing. Power button on the. Oh, do you see what I see? So you think that's our fault? Let's have a look together. Let's check here. You see, this has a weird color. Look, it's a big power rail. Most likely is the plus, which is coming here. Let's have a look closely. Huh? It looks like it's dust, but I believe it's the board is burned. So what do you think? This is dust? No, this is not dust. The board is burned. You can see? That's carbon. Let's clean it. Some petrol. Okay, so we are fine because it happened here on this big power rail, so we can even cut it and jump over. And here we have again, probably it's inside. I think we are safe to come with the power supply. That means it's no MOSFET shorted here. Yeah, that will be safe. Yeah, that will be safe. So here you have a big current resistor, so most likely, look, you see this current resistor, the sensor, the current sensor? Most likely this is our main power rail. So let's see. Coming with power. And it's taking like 3 amps. Let's see if this is getting hot, warm, whatever it's getting. Yeah. So check the edge when I come with the power, yeah? On, off. On, off. On, off. So what do you think about this? On, off. On, off. So what do you think about this? Hmm? How we can know, yeah? This is an interesting thing. So I'm coming with the power here on this current resistor. And then we have the big track till here. How we can know if the short is here and is not here? Because if the short will be here or farther, it will do the same thing. You know what I will do? I will come with the power from this side and I will see if it's doing the same thing there. Yeah? So I come with the power here and I still have short. And it's doing the same thing. You can see the movement. I don't know if you can see it. Check on the petrol moving when I come in with the power on this side. Same thing. You can see. Actually, the short is here. So the board is burned. Here you have few tracks. The problem is I don't know if these tracks matter. Like, let me show you. So we have few dots. These can be tracks. You see? These dots can be tracks. Because otherwise I will just cut down. I'll cut down the track here. Yeah? And here. And I will just make a bridge. That's the thing. Because behind of this track, the board is burned. So let's try and cut this track here. Let's do it. Okay, so this track is gone. Good. Now let's cut it here. Look at this track, what big is. So it's going once here, once here. So I'll cut it somewhere here. Or even here. Let's try here, yeah? Okay, so we remove the short or not? That's the question. Let's check now. We check all the multimeter. Yes, it's not short here. It's not short here, okay? So what we did, we cut the track here. We cut the track here. So we isolate this burn board part. So here we have no short. Yeah. Sorry. Okay, you can't see this multimeter. Anyway, there is no short. Now I will use a bridge, a wire, to bridge these things together, and we are fine. Okay? Well, the problem is the wire. It's very hard to find a wire in these days. You know, just a basic wire. No wires. No wires. Oh yeah, I found one. Found one. Here and here on the resistor, yeah? Okay. A wire from here. Till here. Perfect. Now let's test if the laptop is working. Yeah. Power supply. 19. Ground. And here we have plus. And it's short. Oh, sorry, that's not plus. Or maybe it is. No, that was no plus. So it's taking 20 milliamps. You can see on the power supply on the screen. 20 milliamps. And we have the light there. Pressing the power button and you can see the lights is coming on. The fan is spinning. I believe it's working. But let's check. Let's check. Let's clean it a little bit. Wow, to understand how old it is, look at this speaker. Yeah. So actually, the speaker. Look at the speaker. Yeah. All the membrane is broken. So this laptop works, and probably the BIOS never got frozen. Yeah. So many years. Okay. Perfect. We isolate the thingy. Now let's go with this cover. Just want to see if it's working. Because that dots, what we seen on the damaged track, can go somewhere else. So see that dot, it's a track which is going on the middle of the board to give voltage to the screen, let's say. So we can have a surprise, like even the laptop is on, it's not working. That's why I want to check first. That's why I want to check. Before I put it all back together to see if it's working or not. We have the screen cable here. Okay, let's go with the power supply. Oh, that's not ground? It is ground. There's no ground. Okay, this ground is not good. It's on. And we have picture on the screen, you can see. But it's no hard drive. But the laptop is working. Okay? So problem solved. Problem solved. So this fault can be, you know, like, how can be described? Like, you know, you have a artery which is clogged, and the doctor cut the artery down the clogged part, and they replace it with another artery, yeah, another vessel. Same thing. So we reroute the main power rail. Yeah? We reroute it. I think that's the right name. And we have a colleague here with confirmed COVID virus. It took off, obviously, but you know, based on the symptom will get like in 10 days. You need like a 5-10 days to see if we got the disease, we got the virus or not. But I seen on the news the cases are rising. Pretty sad stuff. You know what? I don't know if it's any point to keep you more here on the video. Give me 1 second. Okay? Because now it's just boring, you know, just to put all back together. But if you have time to spend with me here, that's okay, that's fine, I'm happy. I'm happy. Because I seen some people complain on the yesterday video. Oh, sorry, only 15 minutes video. Have the hard drive. But you know what is interesting? It's interesting to see how easy, it's like how easy the media can manipulate people. This is just, regarding the Brexit thingy. Because was the petrol crisis, yeah? Actually, was the driver, the lorry driver crisis, yeah? But there was no crisis. Like was no problem. You know, every petrol station had petrol, no queues, nothing. Then the media said on the news, okay, we have a crisis, you know, a driver, a lorry driver, a truck driver crisis. And what happened? Everyone like make big queues and start getting petrol. And exactly that's what happened. Exactly that. So then a crisis happened, and they finished the petrol, and was petrol ran out, and actually was a crisis made by people, you know, based on what the media said. You know, media said, okay, it's a crisis, the delivery drivers crisis. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. But was no problem before they said this on media. There was no problem at all. That what is funny. And after that was like huge queues with people waiting to fill the tanks with petrol. Not only the tanks, they go with everything what they are, like big tanks, like cans, like anything, just to get the petrol. Same like before the corona. Was corona, and the toilet paper ran out. You know, it was like like what's the connection? You know, I don't understand. And you know what Diana told me? You know what? Everyone is buying toilet. Let's buy toilet paper. And I said, why? You know, we still have like 1 box of toilet paper. What's the point? You know. And when I run out at home from toilet paper, I have no one from where to buy. And Diana said, you see, you didn't listen. uh, huh? Let's see, more screws. So I can't believe a laptop old like this is still working. Can't believe. Now regarding Apple, because I remember now. So now they are building their own chips. You know what the customer thinks about this? I'm a customer. I have a iMac. I have a MacBook. Yeah. From my point of view, I will never buy Apple again. From a simple reason. With the new chips, with the M1 chips, you cannot install Windows on boot camp. If I cannot use Windows, it's no point buying a Mac. You know, I was buying the Mac because I like the hardware. But if I cannot install Windows It's no point by a Mac. And they did this mistake before. You remember before Intel, they were using their own Macintosh processors. They switched to Intel and everything was fine. And now they go back to a proprietary uh, design of the processor, and obviously any other application it will not work like Windows. So I don't really believe um, the Mac software it will have any future. Like, yeah, maybe if you release it for free, because even now if you want to install Mac, you cannot. You have to use some Hackintosh hacked software to use it. But otherwise you can't, because they are blocking this. So if you don't leave people to use them for free, obviously for free, I can't see who will start like taking it serious doing application for Mac, like games. Mm? Right? So everything is fine. Because they are still going, with the application and graphic application and the sound application. But what about games? No one is saying about games. What about games? I don't want just to work and edit, and I want to play. You can't do it because you cannot install Windows anymore. And obviously, a game manufacturer they will not bother to do the game for Mac because there are not that many users. But again, what is making me sad is it's basically their thing. They don't allow people to fix things. So we have here iPhones. We have the latest iPhones. We have so many issues. Even with the simple task like replacing a screen, we have so many problems because they start linking the components between them, and you cannot replace them anymore. So their environment saving, I can't say the word with BS, but anyway, it's BS. You know what I mean? It's just teeter. It's I don't believe it. I really really doubt they really care about the environment. Now, if you look on the history, people try to do what Apple is doing now, like putting everything on one chip. Okay, put in the processor, the graphics, then let's put in some RAM memory inside, let's put more things. And they end up with issues like, like the graphic issues, like NVIDIA and AMD. Because the big chips, you always have a problem. You remember that the chip is getting bigger when it's hot and smaller when it's cold. So that's the story with the big chips. That's the reason why your processor has a socket. No DVD? Hmm? I think no. Was no DVD there. I was happy with Apple till the point they stopped doing hardware with Nvidia, because there in the world is no better encoder compared with the NVEC encoder from Nvidia. Yeah, Not from AMD, not from Intel, the NVENC from NVIDIA. That's the best encoder out there. And obviously we can have the encoder with a NVIDIA graphic chip. Anyway, what do we know? Okay, the back cover, but here is some dust. No, 2 minutes. Yeah. The battery. Let's test it. Let's go with the power supply, ground. And it's taking 20 milliamps, pressing the power button, and it's taking over 1 amp, 2 amps. Okay, probably the battery start charging and the laptop is working. And the Windows is loading and it's a Windows 10. Okay, so everything is working fine. And we have the charging sign on the screen. Okay. Yeah, and the battery is holding the charge. Good. So we fix this laptop. I'll stop now. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe if you like the video. And see you on the next one. Bye.